welcome back to Velox 18. Let's go repoing. We got the truck warming up. It's sprinkling a little bit, but it's supposed to stop, and then the temperature is gonna drop. All right. I'm on a little bit of sleep, on a lot of bit of work, and we gotta keep on trucking. We're doing a little split shift today. I worked this morning into the afternoon, came home for the evening time, took a little rest. So we're leaving out a little later than we have been more recently, but it's because I needed a little bit of rest. So now we'll go out. We'll go out for as long as I can go for, and then we'll bring it back in. And hopefully we don't get skunked like we did last night. But today we at least already, got some revenue going with the stuff we did during the day. So hey, it's not going to be a 0 day no matter what we do. So it's impossible to get skunked. It's impossible. It's impossible. All right, let's go. All right. It's been a couple hours since I did the intro to this video. We're cruising around Hendersonville right now, Hendersonville, Tennessee. We're on Johnny Cash Parkway. Woo. We had a couple new ones up here this direction. One in Gallatin, and then one in Hendersonville. So, but we hit. Well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 addresses that we've already ran before, but I just kind of trying them at a different time. Some of those I hit pretty early on another night when I started earlier, so you always want to try them at different times. You never know what their schedules are or anything. I don't have all the details on all these people on, like, who knows, maybe they work nights, so I'll probably have to run them during the day or morning time at some point before I discount the address and get it off my list. But yeah, anyway, so and then one of the new ones, I love this little car dealership. It's just full of classic cars. Full. It's got Novas and Corvettes and all kinds of old cars in there. Anyway, yeah, one of the addresses was just a no-go, like not even a little bit of a go. Like I looked up, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I think it's the home of the co-signer, and I think the co-signer was just trying to help someone out, or maybe they're connected through like a kid or a kid's friend or a kid's girlfriend, or I don't know. I don't know the exact story. I just know that that dude who lives there doesn't match the name of the female that owns the vehicle. So I've got to figure out where she's at, not where he lives, because where he lives, she's not there and the vehicle's not there. So I don't know how we'll figure that one out, but we'll try. And then there was another one down the street that I had already ran, so I was literally a mile down the same highway road, and I just ran right down there, checked that one again, wasn't there. Then we made our way to Hendersonville. That's where things got interesting. So I rolled up on an address, and I could see a vehicle matching the make and model of the one I'm looking for. And the only problem is that they had pulled it all the way up against the garage, and then they put a car behind it, like touching the bumper basically. So no safe way for me to access what I assume is the vehicle, being that it's the make and model at the address that I'm looking for it at. I didn't go up and double check the VIN or anything, because I don't want them. If I can avoid them knowing that I was there, it's better, because I need to find a time when they've got their guard down and they're not blocking in their car to keep it from getting towed away. The harsh reality of it is, if you don't want me to show up at your house, you're gonna have to pay your notes. So anyway, so they're trying to work work the system a little bit and get a little extra time to pay their note. So we'll see. I guess it's a little game of cat and mouse, and I guess I'm the mouse at this point, or the mouse is making the cat look stupid, one or the other. But nevertheless, verified that that's the address, pretty sure. Like I said, I didn't go up and VIN the vehicle, but that's good enough for me to see a vehicle that matches the make and model and year at the address that it's supposed to be at. That's a confirmation in my book. So yeah, so that was that one. And then we struck out on a few of these other addresses over here in Hendersonville as well. We're rerunning a bunch of stuff just to make sure that we're covering all our bases. So that's what tonight is. And we're just rolling down the road right now, just kind of cruising. The cops in Hendersonville love this stretch of road, and shoot, we just broke into what is it right here? Madison? I don't even know. I don't know what it's technically called right here, but I noticed that was two Nashville cops, Metro police officers, hanging out in that parking lot and talking to each other. So I'm thinking that might be this is their jurisdiction now. But even still, I guess it's not just a Hendersonville cop thing, it's Metro too. They like hanging out right here on this road. So anyway, just taking it nice and easy, and we'll get on down the road, and I'll catch up with you guys in a little bit. I'm telling you guys, it's 1 in the morning, and it's a little bit like Grand Central Station around downtown over here. We're like North Nashville, but there's a lot of people coming and going and going and coming. All right, it's a little unsettling when you're trying to sneak around and there's a bunch of people around. You don't feel very ninja-like. You just feel like you're one of the many. Everybody's out and about. Everybody's got something to do. Everybody's got something to do. Mr. Metro policeman chilling over there. But anyway, we got one right here where they told me there was a camera hit over here. I don't have cameras, but the forwarder purchased the scan so they could get the location for me, and then they dropped a pin drop at the location where the license plate was scanned, which is only a block and a half from the address I had for them. So we'll see if it's here, and then we'll go from there. We shall see. I'll check the other address too, the address that they already gave me. So I'll check where the license plate was scanned and the address I already had, and see if I can't find this vehicle. Check it with you guys in a little bit. All right, well, that was a no-go. Neither address. I believe it was a rolling tag hit. That's my best guess, is that he had the LPR cameras on as he was rolling. The car drove by him, because it's a block and a half from where the car is supposed to be, and I think maybe this just isn't a good time to go look for it. Maybe I should go look during the day. Maybe this person works nights. Maybe they're out partying. Maybe they go stay with friends. You know, who knows? But yeah, that neighborhood's not one that I enjoy going to. It's all brick apartment buildings, all kind of sandwiched in together, and I'm not like 100% that it's housing authority stuff, but I'm pretty sure it's housing authority apartment complex. So affectionately known as the projects by most people. So, you know, not always like the safest place for a white boy repo man to hang out. But I drove up and down those blocks a couple times, searched the area, found one car matching the make and model, but I thought it didn't really look like the color that they say, but sometimes they're off on these colors, so I just went and binned it anyway, and it wasn't the one I was looking for. So on to the next one. But yeah, this is kind of the way it's been going lately. A lot of bad addresses. I talked to another repo guy. I went and introduced myself to him. He was having some problems with his dollies when he was hauling a car, and yeah, man, he was like, well, I think I want to go this way. He was like, man, it's been really bad lately. And I said, really? He said, yeah. I said, I've been getting a lot of bad addresses. He goes, well, that's all the time, but usually we're able to, like, you know, figure it out. And he's like, lately it just seems like they run camera cars at his company, and he was like, yeah, this is bad. We're getting just as many assignments, but we're getting less vehicles. So I guess I might not be the only one out here striking out every night. I'm sure they do more than striking out, though. They got a big fleet and they got camera cars and all that, but probably the ratio is pretty similar to what I'm doing as far as their recovery average. So we'll keep pushing along. Ain't no way through it but to do it. So we'll just keep on checking these addresses, man. Just check the addresses. I gotta type in the next address for myself. I just didn't want to pull over and park right there in that community and hang out there for too long. I figured I'd get back over here. Me and this big rig over here, Billy Big Rigger, hanging out on the on-ramp here. So I'm gonna get my next address typed in and get on my way. Alright, got my address typed in. Just gotta get back south. I gotta go south, but I gotta take eastbound Interstate 24. That's just the way it goes. It's considered an east-west highway, even though it does more of a north-south thing. I don't know. It's just what they do, man. Just what they do. Got the Batman building over there. We got Nissan Stadium off to our right. They got it lit up. Some, like, I don't know, turquoise color. Turquoisey blue, I don't know, blue, green, blue. But yeah, it's starting to smell a little skunky again, but like I said, we work. Gotta get out of this lane. That lane right there is the worst. I forgot about that. Sorry guys, that was loud. So yeah, we we already picked some up this morning. Then we did the transport, so we're good, you know, as far as revenue goes for the day. But I was hoping to make up for last night, you know, and start catching up. But this seems like this is going to be a running theme for this month anyway, of just having a lot of assignments but not a lot of recoveries. So I kind of tend to think it might be because of people watching YouTube and TikTok videos about, you know, how to keep from getting repossessed. Because, you know, people watch that stuff because when we do repossess them, then they come back with, you know, how they know about the law and they know this and they know that. they've obviously studied, how to try to protect themselves from the repo man. So, I think that's part of it. A lot of people, just learning how to evade the repo man and tricks to not allow people to get caught. But I also tend to think it's just because, man, people just move around a lot when they're struggling, when they're going through a tough time financially. If they lose their job, if they whatever the reason is, go through health issues, people are semi-nomadic in those situations. I think back to the worst financial time that we had as a family. We moved 6 hours away because that's where family was that could help us get back on our feet and stuff. So, that's what people do, man. I don't know. I think that's part of it. I think that's part of the issue is that people just move around a lot when they're going through a tough time, and it just makes it like we're just running addresses that they lived in a few months ago, or a year ago, or whatever. And we just don't have the ability to, use the NSA software to find people. That's not. Finding cars isn't a matter of national security, I guess. So we don't get to use all the crazy stuff. But anyway, I'm getting frustrated when I start thinking about like using facial recognition software to try and find people so I can go repo their cars. I mean, what's a little gross invasion of privacy, huh? Nothing. All right. Let's keep on heading down this way, Interstate 24, and we're inching closer towards home, but hopefully we can find something on our way home, and then we'll double back up here to the lot and drop it off before we go home. But if not, then we're headed towards the bed. Let's go. All right, and that's the ball game. Once again, we got skunked. The last two, probably in the garage, if those are current addresses. Probably just inside garages at those two places. One of them was a big apartment complex, so I was hopeful that I would find it just parked in the common parking area, but it did have a limited number of garages, but it is possible that it's just in a garage. So let's see. There's been a lot of police activity around this neighborhood lately, and my brother-in-law, who's a police officer in Murfreesboro, said they've had kids stealing cars around here, like a bunch of them. So they've been on kind of overly patrolling this area, and he even told me, if I'm going to be repoing a car and I see a cop sitting around in one of these parking lots, that I should just let him know, like, hey, I'm grabbing this car, because car theft is so I don't know, just common right now, that even before I can call it in, he might get a call to check it out. So anyway, very disappointed. It's pretty disheartening to work all night, burn the fuel. I burned about a half tank tonight, so about $35 worth of fuel. Didn't earn any revenue, so it happens sometimes, but it does. Having 2 nights in a row like this it starts wearing on you, because know, you're pushing through the whole night, you're tired, and you didn't make any money. So we'll get up in the morning and we'll be back at it again tomorrow. See what we can come up with. See if we can't find some of these vehicles that we've been assigned. You know, it's about all we can do. Just try again tomorrow. All right, well, with that, I'll just wrap this video here. Thank you guys for watching. If you're watching through these videos of me just talking, I consider you my friend, because only my friends can sit there and listen to me talk for like 20 minutes, sometimes 30. I know sometimes these videos get a little long and it's just me talking to the camera. They're kind of boring, but this is what we do, man. This is what we've been doing for years now. I just sit here and jabberjaw about whatever's going on, whatever's happening, and then you guys just comment back at me, and we get a little dialogue going. So we're back in the saddle on the YouTube thing. I'm starting to feel I'm starting to get a rhythm. So I think that's it's a good thing. It's a good thing. I'll have myself back to making videos full time. You know, not full time, but you know what I mean. Back to making videos every week. Starting right now. We're back, man. We're back. All right, love you guys. Peace out. See you in the next one.